Alright, another after-use review for you. It's been a couple weeks since I got this knife, so it's relatively short-term. I did a few tests with it though, and I'm sure if you saw the slashing video that you'll know what I've done with this knife. And I've also done that for a couple other things, you know, the normal everyday stuff, like, opening packages and letters, breaking down cardboard. The normal stuff you use with it, you use a knife for. I mean, this isn't something you're taking out there into the forest and surviving with for a month straight. This is just a knife. It's supposed to be worn around your neck and used for a situation where you're going to need a knife. Since it is a dagger style knife. Let's get this out of the sheath here and I'll explain a few things. One, the original beaded chain that came with this knife, nice, it was black, nice and long. The only problem I had with it was stiff. And because it was so stiff, it was bulging a little and catching on stuff with me. It was bulging a little too much here, so it was actually sticking up and off the frame just a little bit, and I don't like that. And I think it's because it was coated with this, either black paint or powder coat or whatever they used on it, because it is steel and not aluminum, so I thought maybe they anodized it, but nope, wasn't the case. So I just went with my normal silver beaded chain, and I like that a lot better. It just feels better to be worn. So that was the mod I did, and then it's not a major mod. And I did wear it around for 2 weeks. It's not heavy. It was not noticeable around my neck at all. For every day I was wearing it on my neck, not a problem. Before this I was carrying around on my neck the Cold Steel Super Edge. And that I did not notice at all. This one I noticed it's a teeny tiny bit more because it is longer, but the weight did not matter. And the weight, I did the weight and everything else on these. You can check those videos if you really want to look on Cold Steel's website for the hideout. You can find it all. Grip, like the grip, never lost grip on it. It is a Scandi ground blade, so sharpening is relatively easy when I get to it. I haven't sharpened this yet. I can't remember the steel off the top of my head, but hey, for a dagger, it needs a pointy end and sharp sides, but it doesn't have to be razor sharp. If it is razor sharp, it helps, but if you don't have razor sharp, it's not that big of a deal. So let's see how well this kept its edge. And your guess is as good as mine. Okay, it handles normal paper relatively easy. Now here's really more of a true test. Phone book paper. Well, you can see it's catching. It's catching some and ripping. So that's not good. So it didn't keep its edge as well as some of my other knife steels. I mean, it's still able to do so, but it's catching and ripping. So keep that in mind. It's not the greatest on edge retention. Now let's see if we can chafe here. I'm going to doubt it the way it treated the phone book paper. Nope. It does not shave hair. So it lost some of its edge, and since it's a Scandi grind, relatively easy to put that edge back on. Not that big of a deal. So with that said, there's really not much to say. I mean, it's a relatively simple knife, simple design, simple use. You grip it and stab, whichever way you want to grip it. That way, normal way, or, well, let's see if there's any other good grips. Nah, I think this is the best grip with this knife right there. It just feels the best in the hand. You get a nice purchase with your thumb. But for the stuff I was doing with it, I was always gripping it like this. I was using like a real knife. I mean, it works. I had no complaints about it. I'll give it an edge and put it back and start wearing it on my neck every day. Thanks for watching.